Of the world's finest bowlers representing 12 nations have been going head-to-head in this special straight knockout format. We're down to 2 after a thrilling series of high scores and great skill. In the first semi-final, defending champion Chris Barnes and Jason Belmonte matched strike after strike in their first game, but the young Aussie eased home, 523 points to 490. In the second semi-final, we saw one of the tightest matches ever played. The left-handed Moor beat Ong by 14 points in the second game to pip the gutsy player from Singapore at the post by just 1 pin.
Just when you think you've seen it all, 2 of the greatest matches ever seen in the Masters provide the appetizer for the final. Australia's Jason Belmonte against England's Paul Moor. The stage is set. Let's see who comes up first.
My name is Jason Belmonte, I'm from Australia and I'm playing against Paul Moor in the final.
My name is Paul Moor, I'm from England, I'm playing Jason Belmonte from Australia.
Really looking forward to this one. You know, Paul has established that he's confident in this lane, but I hope that he feels the same way about me.
He's a great bowler, he's proved it year in, year out. He's had a great set of games here so far. Nothing much you can say about it. He's a world-class player.
We're going to have a good match and I hope everyone enjoys it.
I played Jason once, I remember I beat him once, so maybe I have a psychological advantage, but that'll go out the window, because I'm sure Jason will want revenge for that. So, but I'm pretty confident still.
The Master of Ceremonies for the final is John McDonnell.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Metrodome here in Barnsley. It's the partypoker.net World Tenpin Masters, the grand final, brought to you by Matchroom Sport. Well, 16 came and only 2 remain in this final on our purpose-built single lane with that prize of $30,000. We're about to find out who will lift the coveted trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome our finalists. Firstly, all the way from Australia, the Euro Challenge champion, Jason Belmonte!
Jason Belmonte is playing in his first World Tenpin Masters final. The 23-year-old has been a phenomenon all his life, with a league average of 117 when he was only 5 years of age. He has the ability to shoot 300 when the pressure is on. He's picked up gold medals at Commonwealth and Asian Championships.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet Europe's #1. From Hull, England, it's the Persuader, Paul Moor!
Paul Moor is walking out for his 3rd consecutive World Tenpin Masters final, knowing that he's been runner-up twice before. The Englishman scored a perfect 300 game in the Weber Cup last October. He's been scoring heavily here, 521, 507, 472. He's now 28, and some call him the Persuader. The commentators are Cass Edwards and Simon Golding.
Well, there is a buzz of expectation about this World Tenpin Masters final, and a lot of that has to do yet again with the fact that the home fans here in Barnsley have an English bowler to cheer on in this closing match, and that's all courtesy of one man, Paul Moor, the finals machine from Yorkshire. He's done it again, his 3rd Tenpin Masters final in a row. 23 years of age, the Australian from Orange in New South Wales. We love to tell the story, but he's been bowling since 18 months of age, and that means he had to use 2 hands to get the bowling ball down the lane. And at 5 years of age, he had an average in the league of 117 with a high game of 179. This man was only ever going to be a Tenpin bowler.
51 strikes and 12 spurs he's bowled in the 6 games that he's played so far. What an average, it's just unbelievable.
Well, he's been in sparkling form. He dealt very well with the pressure against Chris Barnes in that incredible semi-final. one of the best games that we've ever seen here at this tournament, and quite a few of the crowd saying it's one of the best games they've ever seen on the Tenpin bowling lane. And I guess that's the other pressure that these two players have to face with such an incredible tournament already under our belt. We're expecting so much from this final, but this is business for these two. Paul Moor puts in the miles, as does Jason Belmonte. Gets himself around the tournaments, and for 3 years was European #1. Temporarily knocked off that top spot, but says he'll be back, and I for one, Cass, believe him.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And only 47 strikes in Paul's 6 games. How about that, with 16 spares and 1 open? Incredible stats from both bowlers. It's a right-handed situation versus a left-handed situation. We couldn't ask for better, could we?
We certainly couldn't, and nor could this crowd. They've just been talking and talking about this fixture ever since we found out the results of the 2 semi-finals. There's just been such a heightened expectation over this. Can Moore do it at the 3rd time of asking? He has done such a great job in this tournament. He's done himself so many favours as well, because this amount of TV exposure for what has to be said, this very quiet man from Yorkshire. He knows what he wants, and he goes about it in a very unassuming way. Well, it's done him no end of good in the world of Tenpin bowling, and everybody now knows who Paul Moor is. But everybody, for quite some time, has already known who Jason Hollywood Belmonte is, as we like to call him. He just loves the atmosphere up here on the stage and in front of the cameras. Time then to get our final underway, and time to hand over to Bernie White.
Wish you good luck at bowling, gentlemen. Would you like to shake hands? Jason to bowl first.
Bernie White completing his 10th year in charge of this amazing tournament. It's a tournament that has gone from strength to strength, and well, it bears saying one more time, Cass, this has really been the year.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Matchroom Sport excel themselves year on year, looking for perfection. And one would say that we're pretty much there.
Jason Belmonte to get things underway in this year's final, and he does so with a strike.
With a messenger, crikey. That was the headpin that came flying back off the left-hand side kickback. Just watch this. That 10-pin goes, and that's a big 10 strike to open up with. Shades of things to come we would like to see.
Well, I always say the same thing, that Jason's got to control himself up there on stage. He mustn't make too much eye contact with the crowd, but, well, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. You just enjoy yourself, Jason. You bowl your heart out and do what you always do. Paul Moor, on the other hand, you'll notice a marked difference with the way that this man approaches the game. Deadly serious from start to finish, and deadly accurate from start to finish.
Absolutely, yes. Nice wide outside line there. Lots of rotation, lots of revs, and look at that, right in the 1-2 pocket, clean as a whistle. So we're pretty even after 1 frame.
I should say so. That's how it all stands. And if we finish like that, then we're in for a real treat. Well, Cass, we talk a lot about the revolutions that the two-handers can put on the ball. They haven't got the thumb in the ball, so consequently they can use the left hand to really spin it. And at the moment, Jason's out-revving Paul quite considerably.
Oh, crikey, 600 revs per minute on that last shot. Doesn't always work in your favour, though. You have to be in the pocket with that sort of shot. Otherwise, you can be in all sorts of trouble. But not just at the moment.